Quick follow-up video on the mini skid steer. Oil drain, got my hose on there. Goes down to a brass barbed setup with a plug in it. I was gonna go male with the female cap, but I couldn't find that, so I had to go with the female with the male plug. That'll work. And on this ride plate on the back, I have that nut backed off, but they just had it like this with a bolt, some space, and then the nut. So I am adding a flat washer there and a collar with a set screw in between as a spacer, and just to keep things kind of in alignment from torquing oddly. Hopefully put less pressure on that tab. I'll have to see how I need to adjust that, if I need to run that collar to the left against the white part or to the right against the gray tray, to try and keep things more squared up. It seemed like it was just a lot of angle on that bolt, a lot of pressure on it. So we'll make some adjustments and see if that's worth bothering with or not. And then yeah, I got washers to go on those bolts for up there, so I need to swap those out. Put some flat washers. They're not exactly fender washers, but they're big enough to spread the load across those slotted areas, and should make that a little bit of an upgrade, a little safer, better. And that's it for now. Back on the mini skid, and as I noted before, felt like there should be some flat washers in front of those slotted holes, for the hydraulic controls there. The nuts barely covered the slots. I didn't really like that, so I got some flat washers today, finished up and added my second inline fuel filter. So a bit of redundancy there. I don't know about this hose. This hose just puts off black stuff like it's deteriorating already. Should probably just replace that fuel line. Probably not great. I did finish off my oil drain. There's the valve back there. Hose goes down, and there's the drain plug there. Right now I'm working on this throttle. See, it came from there, and it used to come all the way out towards the back of the machine, then loop in. Showed it on a different video, and then across. So here's the cable freed up. It just comes right down on that angle right towards the carburetor, and right now it goes all the way across in front of the motor and hanging out behind the machine by about a foot. So it's just way too long. I mean, ultimately really this cable should be adjusted and cut back probably almost 2 feet of casing off of this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I don't have the right cutters for that, so I don't smash the housing. I may just take it off and take it to a bike shop. I'm not sure yet, but it definitely needs to be shortened because it was really, throttle was really stiff the way it was. I mean, it's just works real good, real easy now, and I know the linkage on the carburetor is nice and easy. It was just all the bends that made it very hard to operate. So that'll be on my next fix, along with swapping the 2 lines on each side there to change my directions of how this works. Instead of that left one going into lift, it'll go out to lift. This one goes, well, to the left, to say left to lift, left to curl, right to dump, right to lower. So it's kind of the dump and lower, lift and curl. They're same directions now, left, right. So that should help. I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember the YouTuber's name. I think it's NFIN Clue. No, FN Clue. No, maybe NFN. I don't know. I think maybe it's IN. I'm not sure, but I should have it memorized by now. He's helped me on a few things here, and I appreciate it. So it's nice to have collaborations going on YouTube. People bouncing questions back and forth, helping each other out with these things. It's pretty cool. So I guess that's it for now on these updates. Oh, actually, it wasn't him that reversed them, I think. Maybe, gosh, I can't remember. Sorry about that. It was somebody else. I'll have to put it in the comments, part of my title for this video. Give the right person credit if I got it wrong here. Look there for it. Thank you. Bye. Continuation of my video here. I went ahead and cut the cable anyway. Used a, get the end of it there, Dremel tool, and just cut it enough till I could expose how the coil part of it, how it wraps enough to thin it, bend it, and I used tin snips to trim it off and flush it up. And then I stuck the end in the vise so I could pull this metal end off of this other end of this. But overall I took out, what was that, a good 1.5 feet or more of cable. It should be unnecessary, so I can get this hooked back up and see how the throttle works, and I'll report back. Okay, got the throttle cable hooked back in, and you can see it just comes across, turns, and goes up to the throttle. Nice and short now, and this thing works nice and smooth. Full throttle to off with a little slack. Before it used to just be like 2 hands and crank on that thing to make it work, to get the throw out of it. So because it was such a bind with the long cable, so that was an improvement. You guys might want to check your cables if they're rough like mine, but hopefully most of them are sized correctly. Might have just thrown an oddball on mine. If that helps. Bye now. After the throttle fix, a little dead space like I set into it. I am happy with that. Throttle works nice and easy now. So, on to other things.